Okay, so welcome for ngayong araw. Uh, for today, for this week, we will just have uh, lecture for Monday, and then for Thursday, you will have your laboratory activities. So hopefully, I really hope na na-install nyo na yung mga kailangan i-install for our subject, which is VS Code. Bali mag-start na tayong maglokohan, charis. Anyway, so uh, last time na-discuss na natin yung mga uh, terminologies or basic knowledge about web development, especially what is protocol, what is TCP/IP, HTTP, and all those stuff. So for today, mag-start na tayo getting deeper with web development as we learn the first topic that is related to it, yung talagang hands-on topic, which is HTML. Uh, same, if you have questions, feel free to interrupt me. And if mabilis na ako, ganyan, just feel free to cut me while I'm talking, okay? Okay, so HTML guys, ang ibig sabihin niya is Hypertext Markup Language. So, HTML is actually a markup language. Ito yung ginagamit to mark the contents and then tell the browser kung paano niya i-display sa screen. So, ayun. Ito yung naiintindihan ng browsers natin like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Opera, and other browsers para mai-display nila yung mga gusto nating mangyari. Kumbaga, dun sa ating HTML file, ay dun sa ating website. So in HTML, you can do the following things to write how to display the contents, the browser. You're going to link also another resource on the server or what we call hyperlinks. And then we're going to embed videos and audio from the server. And of course, lay out the content of the website. So the main purpose of HTML markup language, ulit-ulit, is to tell browser how the data is displayed and in which location. So, saan siya matatagpuan? Kung naka-center ba siya, naka-left, naka-right, or naka-justify yung ating HTML. So, bit of history, ang ating Panginoon na si Tim Berners-Lee ang naka-invent ng World Wide Web in 1989. So, ayun, gumawa siya ng browser, blah, 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 were accessed over the internet and displayed on the browser. So in 1991, na-release siya sa general public, and Berners-Lee released the first HTML sample page with 18 tags in it, and it is displayed on his own browser. So he defined HTML as HTML is a markup language that web browsers use to interpret and compose text, images, and other material into visual or audible web pages. Okay. So, yan, na-discuss na natin to last time. A little bit of, kung naabutan nyo yung era ng Friendster, but I don't think na naabutan nyo pa. Anong tanong ba kayo? Anong island, naabutan nyo ba? Yung Friendster era?
Di po. Okay.
Oh,
Hindi po.
hindi na.
Di po.
Oh my God, ang tanda ko na. Anyway, so, sa Friendster kasi, you have the means to customize your your profile. So, pwede mong lagyan ng color, lagyan mo ng background, lagyan mo ng music, and all those stuff. So, kaming Friendster kids, marunong na kami mag-HTML as early as elementary. Kasi you're using HTML in order to customize your pages. Ganyan. So, nung nag-aral ako ng high school, college, tapos para parang HTML yung topic, hindi na masyadong pinagtutunan ng pansin ng teacher, parang diretso na kami sa advanced kasi alam na namin yung basic structure eh. Alam na namin kung para saan yung mga tags, mga attributes and elements because we're using it on a daily basis sa aming Friendster. Kasi di ba yung mga kwento nga na pagandahan, paramihan ng kulay, paramihan ng photos, including CSS and all those stuff. So, yun yung technology behind those. Okay, so, web app. just being developed by web servers, web pages. Ayun yung napapakita when we are using Chrome and such. Website, collection of web pages. They are accessed using a domain name, and a logical grouping of web pages to perform a desired functionality is called a website. So, papansin nyo, yung isang website, hindi lang yan isang web page. It is composed of two or more web pages that is being accessed with the domain name. That's why it is called a website. Okay, so here are the things before we jump to HTML coding. I would like to emphasize that again that HTML is not a programming language. It is a markup language and therefore cannot perform logic that programming languages can do. So you will need to use a programming language to embed in your HTML in your HTML files in order to perform logic. Bale, ang HTML or these things are just facade. Ibig sabihin, mukha lang sila ng website. Walang logic na nangyayari. Okay, so we have three parts of an HTML So we have tag, element, and attribute. So, ano nga ba yung markup language before we jump through that? So, they are used to yan. We mentioned marks before and after the content to show it has a special meaning of this. So, ang ibig sabihin ay ang markup, ang structure niya, you have this, pen. You have this one, this is the opening, and this is the closing tag. So, malalang markup siya kapag merong itong una, saka huli. And this one also, and this one. Para maintindihan ng browser mo kung ano nga ba yung dapat niyang gawin sa iyong ginagawang markup. Okay, so next slide tayo. The first part is the tag. Ayan. Ito yung tag, guys. Opening tag, and then if you're going to close it, you have this backslash right here. Slash lang pala, here for the closing tag. So, if your HTML code is not complete with the tags, it will not execute. Okay, so you need to take note of this opening and closing tags. Next is we have the element. Element is the opening and tag, closing tag, and anything in between. Everything this is an HTML element. So, kita nyo yung tag. Ito lang, itong dalawa dito. When it comes to the element, it is an HTML element kapag meron siyang something sa loob. So, yung buong pangyayari. Okay. Next is the attribute. Is a name, value name inside the element, and it shows how to add additional details about the tag. So, for example, you have this tag name, and then the value, then some text, and then tag. Okay. So, for example, you have a dog. This is the element, the whole of this. Then you have the tag here, the dog, and the dog. So, you have German Shepherd right here. Okay, so if you're going to add description to your tags, you just simply put dog color is equal to brown, and then we will know that the color is the brown. It is the attribute of the said tag right here. Okay, malinaw ba? Dapat lang. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yun. Basically, yun lang yung kailangan nyo malaman muna for HTML. Then we have the basic structure of an HTML. Eto, ganito siya, mga kapatid kay Shemay, paano burahin? Erase on, ayan. So this is the structure of the HTML. You have tags here. As you can see, all tags may kapareho sila. May kapares. Ayan, sana all may kapares, diba? Okay, and then we also have this one right here, body, H1, and then P and P. Papansin nyo, meron din siyang specific hierarchy on how you do those tags, okay? So, kung itong tag, halimbawa, meron kang ilalagay sa loob niya, ito na yon. Tapos, make sure na hindi mo pa i-close yung head hanggang sa hindi mo pa ilalagay yung dapat na nasa loob neto. So, ganyan yung magiging structure niya. Okay, so, they'll be using VS Code? No. Ayan. So, first things first, before you start using your VS Code, you just create a folder for reference. Let's just say, anong subject to? Select to, then maybe your surname. Nakikita nyo ba? Okay, so I have my folder right here. And then you go to open your VS Code. Mali. Shucks. Wait lang. Okay, so sorry, this is for another subject. Never mind that. Okay, so let's try to create your workspace in VS Code. You're going to add file. Ah, uh, sorry. Then you're going to add another workspace. Wait lang, lilinisin ko lang to Okay. Bakit naman super zoom? Ayan. Okay, and then you're going to this is the first thing that you're going to see when you open your VS Code, okay? So you're going to open a folder right here, and then you look for your folder na kagagawa lang, you have this one. So this will open your workspace right here. So you can see, ayan na siya, ayan. Okay, and then if you're going to create your first HTML file, just simply click on this button right here. I'll zoom it in for you guys. Okay, click this one, and then you have your name. So let's try it like index dot. The file extension of HTML files, of course, it is HTML or just simply HTML. But for formality's sake, let's just have it like that at HTML. Okay, so you have your uh, mm, blank space right here. Okay, so following the structure that we have said, nakita natin kanina, so you have your HTML, and then automatically you have to close it. So, andyan naman yung closing tag. Then just have the head right here, and then just put head right there. Then we put the body. The good thing about VS Code, using VS Code is actually you have your already your IntelliSense. Alam na niya agad kung paano tatapusin yung tinatype mo, ganyan. Unlike, you can actually create also HTML codes using Notepad++, or whatever you want to use. Basta text editor and masasave mo siyang .htm, okay lang. Pero the good thing about, VS Code, sabi ko nga, is you can actually have it, you can actually take advantage of the IntelliSense para automatic nang nag-generate yung mga kulang mo sa buhay. Ganun. Sana all, diba? Okay, wait lang. Okay, next. Okay, so the first thing is, okay, save natin, Control S. And then if you're going to run, ito ba? Okay, so going to run, then choose your environment, and then Chrome, automatic na mag-o-open si Google Chrome. Since wala pa siyang laman, wala pa tayo nilalagay na element or whatsoever, text or whatsoever, blank lang siya. But if you will see the page source, makikita mo na meron yung nilagay natin kanina. Okay? Okay. So stop natin yan. Okay. So, I will be giving you the list of tags later in life, but for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to create one sa harap nyo ngayon. So the head part is where you put the title. Yung title is kung ano yung nakikita mo dun sa taas, yung sa kapag mag-open ka ng Chrome. Well, I'll show you. Welcome. Welcome to Mobile Legends, ganyan. Okay, so going to run this one. Kita nyo sa taas, ayan o, may welcome dyan. So, dun yung title. Lahat ng napupunta sa title, yun yung mga nangyayari dito banda. Okay. Okay. Then, body. Let's type some random stuff. Hello, world. World. Okay. Saving it, and then F5. So, you can see you have your hello world right here. Lakihan natin yan. Siyempre, ganyan pa rin yan. Okay, so stop natin. Papansin nyo, wala siyang tags. Wala siyang tags, so wala siyang customization na mangyayari. Okay. Let's put some tags. Let's have each one. Each one is like the headers. Okay. Nan mo, since header siya, magiging size siya ng header. Okay, then let's just put like font, color maybe. Anong gusto yung color? Pink. Alande. And then, you have to close the font as well. Dito yung makikita yung hierarchy ng mga bagay-bagay. So, since si font at font, dapat magkasama sila, magkapantay sila ng pagka-lock. And then si H1 saka si H1, dapat pantay din sila ng pagkasara in order for it to run. Okay. F5. See, napalitan na yung color ni text ng pink. Ayan. What else? We can also have P. P is for paragraph. Then, welcome to CpE Collective to Software Development Kineme. Kineme Ru. Ayan. I have this one. Oh, sorry. Then, run lang natin. You can see, I already have it here. And we can also create some customization using the font tag, font, color. Now let's have it blue. Blue. Orem ako dito, butabi. Orem ako. Okay. Save lang natin yan. Then, F5 ulit. Napalitan na siya na color blue. Okay. Basically, yun na yun. May tanong?
None, ma'am.
Sure?
Sundan po.
Nasundan? How about the others? May problema ba? Like pag i-install lang VS Code and others? Meron ba?
Ma'am, dyan sa sa may text niya,
Oh.
yung welcome to CpE Elective Camero.
Oh.
Pag binaba mo ba direct dun sa may software banda, pero nandun pa rin sa dulo niya yung P, ganyan. Ano yung style niya dun sa,
Sige.
ganun pa rin.
Good question, kapatid. Run natin ha. Ayan. Run natin ha. Okay. Hindi siya hindi siya mag-consider. Kasi nasa loob pa rin siya ng P. What to do with that if you want to break it apart? Break it to me gently. If you have to, then tell me lies. I'll just simply cut this. Sorry. Cut this P right here. And then start a new P here. P. P po. Ay, sorry. Okay. Okay, so I've created a new, yan, P. Saka lang siya mag-enter. Okay. So, papansin nyo, nakuha niya si color. Nakuha pa rin niya si color nung kahit na ibinaba na natin siya. Kasi hindi ko pa kino-close si color dito sa end ng P dito. Sinama ko pa rin siya hanggang dito sa huli. Okay, so let's say let's remove this part right here. Si font color ni paragraph. Okay. Tagalin din natin to. Oh, okay. Save, then F5. Lahat niya, sinakop ni pink. Ayan. Ayan. Ayun. Ayan lang naman. So, if you will need to enter it, like, create new line. Ayan. So, ibibigay ko yung list naman ng ano. Sige, tignan na lang natin, Kitty. Sa file ko yun. Sorry, baka dito, batabi. Pero kung sarili. Oh. Oh, ba't wala dito? Okay, wait lang ha. Ayan. HTML. Oh. Ayan. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you will be having like, marami to. Ayan, mga yan. Ayan. Marami yan. Basta yan, marami yan. Send ko to sa inyo to para pagtripan nyo lang kapag bored kayo. Anyway, so, you have that. What else? Okay, so yun lang naman pa. May tanong pa kayo? Crew. Ay, may conference. Sorry, may nag-chat pala. Anan na. Okay, sige. Does everyone agree na wala na? Anyway, sige. Yun na muna for today. Then, bigyan ko na kayo ng activity that you can do it until Thursday for you to familiarize with the different HTML tags. And, yeah, we'll see each other na ulit sa Thursday. Well, for the attendance lang kasi you will be doing your activities sa Thursday. Kaya ba yun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll